Good day, everyone. Hope you're doing well. Today we have an article from Esquire.com titled, Star Wars Fans Found an Unused Script That Could Explain the Truth About Rey's Lineage in the Rise of Skywalker. If you like this kind of content, consider subscribing to the channel. It'll help out the channel a lot, and you'd make David very happy. But let's get into this. Before the Disney era, there were rumors every other day about new Star Wars projects. George Lucas reportedly shut down a computer-animated comedy show called Star Wars Detours. There was a third Star Wars Battlefront title that never saw the light of day, and of course, there were the ever-elusive ramblings about a Star Wars live-action TV series. Lucas's vision for the TV show, which was known as Star Wars Underworld, was a dark, seedy take on the underbelly of the galaxy far, far away, set between Revenge of the Sith and A New Hope. Recently, editors over on Star Wars Speculation subreddit unearthed some stories about the aborted series, including a very tantalizing Emperor Palpatine plotline that may be useful in understanding how the resurrected Big Bad will function in the world of the upcoming Rise of Skywalker finale. Linking to a sci-fi article from back in 2016, Redditor user VT Cajun wrote, "Back in 2009, George Lucas envisioned a story for Emperor Palpatine in which he was heartbroken by a gangster woman. Could this be something be taken for the new canon?" Sci-fi article reveals some bizarre info regarding Palpatine's role in the Underworld project. As recalled by God of War video game mastermind Cory Barlog, the decorated game developer spent some time working with Lucas and had a chance to read a bunch of the Underworld scripts. He said Palpatine was a pretty sympathetic figure in the ill-fated Star Wars TV show, and he quotes, "When I was working with Lucas, I was allowed to go up to the ranch and read the scripts for the cancelled live-action Star Wars TV show. It was the most mind-blowing thing I've ever experienced. I cared about the Emperor. They made the Emperor a sympathetic figure who was wronged by this fucking heartless woman. Sorry for the language. She's this hardcore gangster, and she just totally destroyed him as a person. I almost cried while reading this. This is the Emperor, the lightning out of the fingers Emperor. That's something magical. The writers who worked on that, guys from The Shield and 24, were excellent writers." Palpatine was one of the most ruthless Michelandian figures in the history of pop culture and was going to be humanized in the underworld. It's hard to imagine how exactly Lucas planned to pull that off. But whether that would have worked or not, the concept of Palpatine having a gangster wife seems extremely relevant for the franchise today, when everyone thinks Rey's parentage may be linked to the Emperor in some way. Of course, after Solo, we also have a family tree of space gangsters to which we can link the both of them. Over on Inverse.com, there's now speculation that this unused underworld concept could be somehow the basis of the connection between Rey and the Dark Lord. Disney has now taken inspirations from the old Star Wars Expanded Universe projects, now referred to Legends, as we've explored before. So it wouldn't be too out of the ordinary for some underworld ideas to show up in the upcoming Star Wars IP. Inverse theorizes that Palpatine had children with this mysterious hardcore gangster woman. They believe Palpatine's daughter is Kira from Solo. She's the crime boss in the film who was played by Emilia Clarke. The article then goes to predict that Kira and Han Solo actually had a child together at some point in the relationship. Who could be Rey? That would make Rey and Kylo Ren step-siblings, and Palpatine Rey grandfather. Yep, this one is wild as hell. But stranger things have happened in Star Wars. Heck, Luke made out with his sister. Star Wars Rise of Skywalker comes out December 20th, 2019. So what do you think about this article? Do you think it could be this complex where Palpatine had this gangster wife who ended up having Kira, and then Kira and Han Solo had a child at some point who could be Rey? And they say Rey and Kylo Ren would be step-siblings, but actually they'd be half-siblings, because Han is also the father of Kylo, right? And then they're mentioning that maybe Palpatine is Rey's grandfather. It seems really out there. But, I mean, I guess, yeah, stranger things could have happened in Star Wars. What do you think, David?
Well, it's kind of really unlikely how it's said. I think it would be a no. It's hard to know it would actually be like that.
I agree. I don't think it's going to be this complex. But, I mean, we could be wrong.
Yeah.
But let us know in the comment section below. And as always, take care and have an awesome day.